Hey guys, it's Thursday, January 12th, and this is not Newswave. So what this is I'm going to let you guys know what my streaming schedule is going forward for tonight and then tomorrow, and I guess I'll give you guys my predictions as to what's going to happen tonight at the Switch event. Again, it's tonight for me. It might be early morning for you, or it could be midday for you. I'm not sure, but for me, it's 11 o'clock at night. That's Eastern time. So what we're doing is tonight, about an hour before Commonwealth is going to start his stream, I will join him, and I believe Dr. Wiley is also going to join us, and we're just basically going to stream the event and kind of talk about it as we see it, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll get pretty cool reactions, I'm sure, and you guys can come join us. I think we'll have a lot of fun. The event, I think, is rumored to last about an hour. So I would expect it to go, for me, like 11 to midnight, or if it's 8 o'clock for you on the West Coast, it'd be, 8 to 9, but it's about an hour. I would come by and check it out. The next day is the Treehouse event starting at 9:30 a.m. my time, that's Eastern, again, and I will do a stream, I guess, as long as I can with it, and we'll kind of hang out on my channel. The Commonwealth stream will be on his channel. On my channel, though, on Spawnwave, we will actually stream the Treehouse event and have fun and hopefully watch and play a bunch of cool games. So let's get into kind of predictions as to what I think is going to happen tonight. So the first thing we'll talk about very quickly is the price and release date, and I guess availability. Now, availability, they're not going to tell us. They're not going to say we're shipping this many units at launch. Again, Nintendo knows that that's not their audience. They don't want to just start throwing numbers up there for people to see. It's just not Nintendo. Also, there's a chance that availability will be very slim, so they don't want to put a light on something that is not good for Nintendo, which would be a slim release. Now, release date, I've been kind of going back and forth between two different days. Now, Nintendo generally likes to release games and things like that on Fridays. Not every time, but most times they like to release on Friday. So I could see the Switch coming out on a Friday in March. I'm between two different ones, either third or fourth Friday of the month, so between 17th or 24th. If I had to guess, I would probably say March 17th. That puts it right in the middle of the month, which gives, if they want to have a game release that last Friday of the month, they can. Like if they want to release something else or a third party wants to release it, that could also get out in front of a couple other games that maybe they're expecting third parties to release. Price, I think we're pretty well set at $249.99. I think we've seen enough rumors or supposed leaks from retailers. I think the price makes a lot of sense, especially since we're supposed to only get one SKU to get started with, which I assume would be the standard. You get the system, no game with it. I would like a game to be packed in, but I don't think there will be. I think it'll just be just the system, $249.99, one color scheme, and that's it. And let's talk about the system for a quick second. I think we're going to get 32 gigs of storage. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty much their MO here, is to give us about that much storage and then give us micro SD card support. I do think we will have Joy-Cons available to purchase at launch if we need extras. I do think they'll be in one package, so I think you'll get the grip, and then they'll come together on the grip, in the packaging and everything, and maybe be like a square box, kind of like how the Pro Controller was. And I think that's it. I don't think you're going to buy Joy-Cons separately. I just don't think that's what they want to do. I mean, keep in mind, this is the company that would not sell you, easily anyway, a Wii U gamepad if yours was broken or destroyed. You usually had to go back out to the store, buy an entire Wii U just to get the gamepad. I do think Pro Controllers will also be available day one, obviously. I think most of us want to buy a Pro Controller if we can, just because it looked much more ergonomic than the Joy-Cons in general. I like the look of the Pro Controller. I like the Wii U's Pro Controller, so yes, I will get one of those as well at launch. I don't think we'll hear much about any other accessories. I think that's basically what they're going to tell us there about the system. And the other big thing a lot of people are hoping for are specs. Nintendo's not a big spec-oriented company. They're not going to put specifications about their hardware up on the big screen and talk about it, especially at an event where they want to showcase as many games probably as possible, and they have an hour to do it. And I'm sure like Zelda will take up like 15 minutes of this hour-long thing, because that's like their biggest game to push the system. So with that, let's get to the games. Now, I think, like I said, Zelda is going to take up a very large portion of this entire conference. I think like I said, I think the presentation is supposed to be an hour, and it wouldn't surprise me if Zelda took up 15 minutes of that hour. And then we get into some of their other games. Now, their biggest game I think they should push is Mario Kart. Mario Kart was so popular on the Wii U. Almost everyone who bought a Wii U bought Mario Kart. I think it sold like 8 million or something like that copies, and there were like 12 or 13 million Wii U's sold. So Nintendo probably looks at that and goes, okay, well, Mario Kart has to be one of the first things we show. And they did show it on their initial announcement trailer, which makes sense. I do think we'll see Mario Kart. It'll probably be that Wii U the Wii U remake that we've been talking about. Maybe we'll get extra levels or something with it. And I do think we will see that new Mario. I have no idea what the name will be. You see these weird names out there like Frostlands and Super Mario Switcheroo and just some of the stupidest names. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. Honestly, if they really wanted to, it would be like Super Mario Switch or something like that would be what I would guess if I had to put a guess down for the name. I mean, honestly, Mario names could be anything. I mean, who would have thought it would have been called Mario Sunshine back in the day before they announced it? I also hope to see some other Wii U ports. Like, I really want to see Star Fox without the wonky controls. I would love to see that straight up with, joystick controls. And I definitely need to see Xenoblade there. I mean, come on, just give me Xenoblade as a portable unit so I can play it. So I'm guessing they're going to show Xenoblade as well. And then, of course, we've heard about Mother 3. I assume Mother 3 will be there in some capacity. They may rename it. Remember, they did Earthbound Beginnings. Maybe they'll rename it Earthbound 2 or something. I don't know. I don't know if they want to use the Mother name over here. I don't know if they want to change it from Mother 3 to something else. It could be like Earthbound Aftermath or something. I don't know. But I don't know how badly they want to use that Mother 3 name. And then we have a lot of like the leaked ones, like the Rayman Raving Rabbids Kingdoms RPG with Mario. I think the way everyone's talked about it, I believe we will see that there. I don't know how much of it we'll see, but I would like to assume that's a launch game only because it's so weird and I just want to see, I at least want to see gameplay. That's what I really want to see, is what kind of RPG are we talking here? Now, one of the big first-party games that I really want to at least get a teaser of, I talked about yesterday, was Metroid. I really want to see a Metroid Prime game at least get teased. Show us, like I said, just show us Samus to close out the show or something and just cut it so we start talking again about this Metroid game, because Nintendo has to be smart here. They know that they have artificially created the hype for the Switch by not telling us anything about it. And if they do snippets and teasers, like we've heard some of the people who are generating rumors say they will, where they'll show teasers of upcoming games, they can easily artificially create more hype just by doing that, showing a snippet of something where we all have to try to figure out what it was, and that'll keep the talk going. I do think we'll see third-party games there, at least a couple. Now, I do know Nintendo wants to push their first-party stuff first and foremost. That's where they make their money, obviously. That's what sells their systems. But I do think they understand the third-party dilemma here, and I feel like they want to show everyone that, yes, third-party games are coming. We did see Skyrim, and I think they showed that on purpose in the original trailer. We did see NBA basketball. Again, I think that was on purpose. I think they really want us to know that this system is capable of playing some of these third-party games as long as the developers are willing to work on it. And by that, I mean like they're willing to work on it being portable as well as in the dock, because of course we know there will be a slight difference between the two in terms of power, resolution, all that stuff. Now, as for third-party games, I think there will be other sports games there other than basketball or 2K. I feel like FIFA will probably show up. I don't know about Madden, because Madden, I think, has pretty much run its course. Football season is just about over. They could put it on there. I feel like they might just hold off till next year maybe and do that. But, I mean, they could show up with this big sports compilation and show all these sports games hitting. And that's actually what I think a lot of these things are going to be. I think you'll see compilations. I think you'll see a compilation of probably Wii U games being remastered. I think you'll see a compilation of sports games from EA. And then I think you'll see a compilation of virtual console games that then fade to like GameCube. Like you start NES, they go up through the series, NES, Super Nintendo games, 64, and then all of a sudden it jumps to GameCube, and I think that'll get a lot of people excited because that'll help them show off their virtual console like in order from where it started to where it is now, which is the evolution to the GameCube games. But that is the last big puzzle piece, is third-party support. It's what's been just talked about like crazy, and I think that they need to come out in a big way with something big. Now, we've heard Resident Evil, and they can announce it, but if it's going to be VR based like the rumors are saying, they have to wait, because I'm pretty confident Sony has some kind of deal with them for VR, unless VR just isn't a thing. Maybe it'll be patched in later. But Resident Evil seems like a pretty good one to do. I keep saying give us Kingdom Hearts, but that is such a big stretch. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Kingdom Hearts is going to show up, but it would be great if it did. My big prediction on third party, the third party game, I think will be there. Big prediction. I wouldn't put any money on it because I'm kind of spitballing taking a shot in the dark here. I think Ghost Recon Wildlands is going to be the third party game that shows up there, that is the big one, the big third-party game. The reason I say that is because it seems like Ubisoft is more willing to work with the Switch, it seems like, just with what they're doing with Raving Rabbids, and they keep talking. You keep seeing them in media talking about the Switch, how they're making all these games for it. But we've really only seen that, or at least heard about that. Just Dance, I guess, was another one they were doing. Who cares, kinda, but I think Ghost Recon Wildlands is the one that they're going to roll out, and I think that'll be the big third-party game. Of course, we already kind of know that Dragon Quest is happening. I do think that could be a big one too, but we already know about it. It's not like that big... okay, it's a big game, but it's not the big third-party game that people wouldn't expect to be there, because we've already heard about it, that it's coming. It is a Japanese-style game, and it's just not like a Western-style game that a lot of the Western gamers buy. Ghost Recon is. Those are some of my quick predictions. Like I said, I just wanted to get that out there and then talk to you guys about the schedule. Come see us tonight. 11th, starting, I believe, at 10, we'll be up and streaming. I'll probably be in the stream around then, maybe a little after, depending on what my schedule is tonight, beforehand. And then tomorrow, come see me at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, my time, when the Treehouse event starts, and we will stream and have a good time tomorrow morning. And guys, that's going to do it right now anyway for today. I will see you guys tonight. I have to go to work sadly today, so I'm sure the clock will be going backwards instead of forwards while I'm there, because I want to get home. And I have to see what this Switch event is going to bring. Like, it's one of those things where you're just sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting. I think this day is going to be the slowest day ever. So probably only second to when the Switch actually comes out and I can go get it, but we'll see. But guys, I will see you later on tonight. Check us out, Commonwealth, and then tomorrow check me out on this channel starting at 9:30 a.m. I'll see you guys tonight.